The next category of the relevant activity is the headquarter business. Now, sometimes what can happen is that you may have a UAE company which is actually managing various companies overseas. This headquarter company may be receiving certain management fees from the subsidiaries in respect of management of their business. Generally, the activities that can be done can either be strategic and management related, or they can be administrative related. When we talk about a headquarter business, what we are referring to is the provision of senior management services. If you're just providing routine administrative services, coordination services, those are not covered under the headquarter business. So let us see what exactly is meant by headquarter business. Headquarter business generally refers to as providing any of the following services, means you can do one, more, or both of them, or all of them, to a foreign connected person. Foreign connected person would mean that if you are providing management services to various entities which are within the UAE, then those are not covered. The services have to be provided to a foreign connected person. And if you are providing these services to a foreign connected person, that is something which is likely to get covered under the headquarter business. And what are the services which you might be providing? The provision of senior management. Like I mentioned, if you are providing administrative services, that is something which is not covered under the ESR regulation. The services has to be of providing senior management which is relating to the direction and management and control of those entities. If it is just a routine discussion on how the administration should be done, on how some of the routine policies of the group should be implemented, that is not covered under the headquarter business. The second is assumption or control of material risk. So if the company in the UAE is actually controlling significant risk relating to the following two activities, or is assuming the risk, so that if anything goes wrong with these two particular activities, which is for the activities carried out by the foreign connected person. So let's say, for example, if you have a subsidiary, a UAE company has a subsidiary in another country X. Company X is providing some services to a customer there. But if anything goes wrong with those activities, the liability is actually assumed by the UAE entity that is going to get covered under this. Or control of material risk. If they are the ones who are guiding as to what the activity should be doing, what is the business they should be approaching, that is going to get covered under the ESR regulations. Or you are assuming or controlling the risk for assets owned by a foreign connected person. In both these cases, they will be covered within the headquarter business. Or providing substantive advice for. Substantive advice means the significant or the main or almost complete advice in relation to the activities of the foreign connected person, what they should do, how they should do, what are the areas they should approach, or the assets owned by the foreign connected person. And this would include taking the relevant management decisions, incurring operating expenditures on behalf of the company. So let's say if you have a common decision-making board, and that board sits in the holding company in the UAE, and that board takes decision on behalf of the subsidiary, or coordinating group activities in order to meet core income generating activities. To meet the CIGA test, these activities of taking the management decision, right, or the coordination, etc., should be done within the UAE. Let's look at two examples. In first example, you have ABC UAE and it has various subsidiaries. The senior management of ABC UAE actually provides strategic direction and manages the material risk for the subsidiaries. In such a case, ABC UAE will be treated as carrying out the headquarter business and is subject to the economic substance requirements. In example 2, ABC UAE again has various subsidiaries, but the senior management only interacts with the staff of the subsidiary. What this means is they do talk to them on a regular basis, but yes, what they don't do is, however, senior management team of each subsidiary and not the ABC UAE set their strategic direction and manage their material risk in line with the corporate policy set out by the headquarters. So the senior management of ABC UAE does interact with them, but at an individual level, the power to take the strategic decision is decentralized with the subsidiary senior management. In such a case, ABC UAE will not be treated as carrying out headquarter business and will not be accordingly subjected to ESR on this particular ground. Now, one of the questions which come up commonly is, can a company which is also doing headquarter business be engaged in any other relevant activity? The answer to that is yes. If there are two separate businesses which are carried out by one entity, it can very well be assumed to be carrying out a headquarter activity and another relevant activity. But there's a difference that you need to know, which is that if you are carrying out any of the other relevant activity, one of the examples which is given is, suppose there is an insurance company and that insurance company has a captive unit or a captive company in the UAE which is actually managing the various work that is being done by that insurance company across subsidiaries. In such a case, you need to see it not as a headquarter business but as an insurance company. Let's look at this third example. ABC UAE is the regional headquarter for the group, and its directors are responsible for the success of the region, strategic direction, and managing risk. Its management are responsible for region and spend a regular time with the subsidiary team leadership teams. So there's a leadership team in ABC as well as its subsidiary. The overall success rests with ABC, but then they interact regularly with the leadership team of the subsidiary. ABC takes specialist advice on matters of compliance relevant to the region with its staff, disseminating the advice and coordinating to ensure compliance by all subsidiaries. So this would be the case where some decisions which are relevant to various decisions or religions are taken by ABC UAE from specialist staffs or specialist professionals, and whatever advice is taken, that is sent out to various subsidiaries. Each quarter, the directors will review the regional performance and risk profile, ensuring they take steps to manage any risk. Now the question is ABC treated as carrying out headquarter business? The answer is yes. Will it be said to be meeting the core income generating activity test within the UAE? The answer is again yes, because they have a regional headquarter in the UAE, but at the same time they also have directors who are taking the relevant decisions. They are taking specialist advice within the UAE and then sending it out to various subsidiaries. So therefore they will be considered as meeting the headquarter business test.